I'm Anaya, your virtual trainer at MOSPI. In the last module, you learned about the data structure of unit-level data, how survey data is organized, stored, and structured across different levels for effective analysis. This training will guide you step by step in extracting and analyzing unit-level data using our statistical software. Now let's get started with Module 3. Data extraction through our statistical software. Step 1. Understanding data formats, tab delimited versus space delimited. Before working with R, it is essential to understand the two primary formats for text data in which unit-level data is generally stored. 1. Tab delimited format (TDF). Each variable is separated by a tab. This format is easier to read and can be obtained when data is saved through Nestar Explorer from the National Data Archive. 2. Space delimited format (SDF). This format does not have a specific separator between variables. Instead, each variable occupies a fixed width. This is the standard format used for NSS survey data dissemination. Processing SDF requires specifying the length of each variable before segregating them into separate columns. Step 2. Introduction to R software for data extraction. R is a free software environment for statistical computing and graphics, which can be downloaded easily from the link shown on screen. We assume that the viewers already have basic exposure in R. Thereby, we will not go much about R in details. We have chosen here R because it is a free software and it can also handle large-scale data analysis. The other platforms like SPSS, SAS, Stata, DBF, Statistica, etc., by which the data can be extracted from the microdata library, but they are not often free to use. In this session, we will use R to extract and analyze NSS data efficiently. Step 3. Reading tab delimited data in R. To read tab delimited format TDF in R, we use the read.table function. First, open our software and then change the working directory. Open the respective R file. First, define the column names based on the data layout. Use sep =\t to specify the tab separator. After loading the data, construct the primary key by concatenating FSU, SSS, and household number. Use left padding techniques from proper formatting for essential variables like state, household number. Finally, use paste to create the household ID HHID, ensuring unique identification. Then we use CBIND in bracket to add the column of HHID in the level 01. Once processed, the head function can be used to display the first 6 rows of data by running the code. Step 4. Reading space delimited data in R. Since SDF doesn't have explicit delimiters, we need to specify the length for each variable to segregate them into different columns. For doing this, we rely on readxl and readr libraries in R. First, install the necessary packages using install.packages readxl and install.packages readr. Load the data layout file by keeping the two columns viz, column name and their respective widths or length from an Excel file. The function viz readxl to be used for this purpose. Use readfwf to read fixed width data, providing column names and lengths as arguments. Use head to inspect the first few rows. State and sector-wise distribution of households and FSUs. Now that the data is loaded, we can compute state and sector-wise distributions of FSU and household number as shown in the table 1.1 of the published report of HCES 2022-23. Use level 01 data as it contains household level information. Group by state and sector counting the number of households. Validate results by comparing them to published NSS reports. Similarly, FSUs can be distributed across state and sector by further grouping records based on FSU. Understanding multipliers and population estimation. Each household in NSS surveys is assigned a multiplier factor to scale sample data to population estimates. This factor is calculated based on the sampling design of the survey. They are provided at the household level. A household with a multiplier value of X represents X similar households in the population. Before using the multiplier, it must be converted using multiplier by 100 as recommended in the README documentation. Step 7. Computing estimates using multipliers. To estimate total population in a given domain, extract the relevant data portion, multiply household size by multiplier, aggregate the values to compute the final estimate. Formula for total persons in a domain, example all India level. Total persons is equal to sum household into multiplier by 100. To compute monthly per capita consumption expenditure, MPCE for an item in a given domain, MPCE is equal to total monthly expenditure on item divided by total persons in the domain. Step 8. Exporting data from R to CSV or Excel. After computing results, exporting them into Excel or CSV for further analysis is crucial. Use write.table to save data as CSV. Set the directory and file name. Example write.table results output.csv set is equal to row.names is equal to false. This ensures data can be easily shared and analyzed in Excel or other statistical tools. Conclusion. In this module, we covered 1. Understanding data formats TDF versus SDF. 2. Loading NSS data into R software. 3. Computing state or sector-wise distribution numbers of households and FSUs surveyed. 4. Using multipliers for population estimates. 5. Exporting results for further analysis. With this, we conclude our training on unit-level data extraction and analysis. To test your understanding, please attempt the following quiz. MCQs. 1. Which of the following statement is correct about common ID of unit-level data? A. Common ID is available at level 01 dataset only. B. Common ID is available for the dataset which is stored at household level only. C. Common ID is available to all the 15 level of datasets. D. None of the above. What is the key difference between TDF and SDF formats? A. TDF has delimiters, SDF has fixed width data. B. Both have delimiters. C. SDF is easier to read. D. There is no difference. What does the multiplier in NSS data represent? A. The weight assigned to a survey sample household. B. The number of visits made to a household. C. The amount of consumption expenditure. D. None of the above. How is the primary key at household level created in HCES datasets? A. Using state and sector. B. By concatenating FSU SSS and household number. C. Using the multiplier. D. By sorting the data. Which R function is used to export data to CSV? A. Write.table. B. Export.csv. C. Save.table. D. Data.write.
Thank you for participating in this training session.